Hey everybody, Tin Man here, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a bit of a weird one. So what started out as the deal of the century turned out to be a little bit of a disaster, but we'll get into that in a second. So if you're a fan of this channel, then you will know I'm a massive Nightmare on Elm Street fan. Absolutely love the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I prefer it over Friday the 13th and I prefer it over Halloween. I love all those other franchises as well, but Nightmare on Elm Street for me is the one. It really is. And as a collector of vinyl and a collector, I've always wanted the scores and the soundtracks to all of them. Now, some of them have the scores, some of them have the soundtracks, not all of them. Which ones do you get? I don't think there's a soundtrack for one. There's no soundtrack for one, there's no soundtrack for two. 3, 4, 5, and 6 have soundtracks and scores. Now, out of all these, the hardest one to find is Freddy's Dead. I don't know why, because it's one of the worst of the movies, but I like it anyway. But it's really hard to come by. Now, Freddy's Dead, the soundtrack, normally I've seen one sell on Discogs for £60 UK. That was pretty cheap. Now, there's one on there at the minute for £125. That's really insane kind of money for records, but you know, that's what it is. Shout out to my mate Gareth Gibson. He found his in a record bin for £10. He told me, he sent me a picture. I was just like, oh my god, those are the kind of stories that you love, because that kind of thing doesn't really happen, but it happened to Gareth, so fair play to him. So every morning I wake up and I always check my Discogs want list on my emails. I'm going through, and I always do it first thing in the morning. I know it's a bit of a crazy habit, but I do. I always check if there's a bargain. And as I looked, I saw this: Freddy's Dead, buy it now, £30. Couldn't believe it. Now there was a make offer on it as well, and I didn't even hesitate to even think about making an offer. I just saw it and thought, 30 quid. Oh my god, buy it now. And I literally did. I bought it there and then. Now the problem with Discogs is that you don't get pictures unless you contact the seller first. And I wasn't waiting. I wasn't going to say, oh, can you send me pictures first? Let me have a look before I buy. No, I just thought, no, buy it now, £30. Oh my god, absolute steal. So waited anxiously for the postman to arrive. The postie came. The postie arrived with my record. I got it. Now, I wish I'd filmed it. Now, I was in my kitchen, right? And I opened it up. I opened up the mailer. I opened it up. And I pulled it out. And then it was this. The score. I wish I'd filmed it, because I was bouncing. I literally pulled it out and was going, oh my god, it's the score. Ah! I couldn't actually believe it. I wish I'd filmed it, because you wouldn't believe it. It was like, you know, like Frankenstein, you know what I mean, when he creates the monster. I was going, oh my god, yes, come on. I was literally bouncing, absolutely bouncing, so excited. Oh my god, I've got the score, which ranges, I mean, this is hard to come by. This is UK, this is Varus Saraband, this is hard to come by. There's one on Discogs right now for £235 upwards in price, which is insane. It's the only one on there. It's very, very rare to come by. Now, I've paid £30. I've pulled this out, and I'm like, yes, come on! Absolutely bouncing. Unbelievable. Front and back. Varus Saraband, great condition. Can't believe it. Massive Varus Saraband kick at the minute anyway. So this is just absolutely perfect. So I've calmed myself down. I've gone, oh my god, I've got the score. I mean, look at that Matthew Peak artwork. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely love it. I've calmed myself down. I've gone, oh my god, finally. And I've gone like this, and I've gone to pull it out. And I'm like, yes, here we are. We've done it. I can't believe it. And as I've pulled it out, it's this. And straight away, I'm looking, going, that's different. Hang on a minute. And then I look at the other side, and I'm like going, hang on a minute. And I'm like, please don't be. Please don't be. Please don't be. And I pull it out, and I look. It is the soundtrack. Shit. Okay, it's what I wanted, right? But for a minute or two, I mean, for a minute or two, I pulled out this. So naturally, I think I've got the score. Turns out I haven't. I've got half and half. Disaster. Absolute disaster. Because, why is it disaster, you say? Because I have the soundtrack. That's what I ordered. But I've got the wrong cover. Now, I'm a collector. I want the soundtrack and I want the front cover. I want the score and I want the front cover for that. So yeah, technically I do have the soundtrack, but I've got the wrong cover art. So I haven't got what I wanted. You know, I've got half of one, half of the other. So I contact the seller on Discogs, and very graciously he's like, oh God, I'm really sorry. That's what, you know, I message him and I say, have you got another one? Have you got the other one? Have you got the score inside the soundtrack cover that, you know, I can buy off you? And then I've got the set. It'd be an absolute bargain. £60 for both. Excuse me. And he's like, no, that's the only one I've got. And I'm like, no, devastated. So to be fair, the seller gave me some money off. So I got the soundtrack and this cover for the score for 20 quid. I cannot complain at that. But because I don't have the actual cover to the soundtrack, I still need the soundtrack because I'm a collector. I want everything. I want the artwork. I want everything. So is anybody out there selling the Freddy's Dead from the Box of Souls? Because I don't need the artwork anymore. I've got the cover. I just need the soundtrack for it. Anyway, yeah, I couldn't believe it. Look, man, I mean, that was an indicator. I was like, hang on a minute. Go West. What's going on here? You know, Iggy Pop. It's the soundtrack. And it was. Now, I've got what I wanted, technically. I've got the soundtrack. It is what I wanted. And I've kind of got a bit of a bonus because I do have the front cover to the Varia Saraband Freddy's Dead. But it's not the right one. It's just... do you know what? The devastating part is I thought I'd found an absolute bargain. It turns out I actually haven't. So I still need both. So frustrating. But anyway, that's my story that could have been the deal of the century. It turned out to be an absolute disaster. But there you go. That's it. So the hunt continues for more Freddy's Dead. Because I need them scores and I need the sound. I need the complete set. And I want the originals. Box of Souls is amazing, don't get me wrong. But I love the old covers. That's just the way I am. That's the way it is. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed that. It's Halloween, guys. It's Halloween in a couple of days. We've got a video dropping on Halloween. It's a doozy. Check it out. It'll be here on the channel. It's going to be fun. No live stream on Friday because it is Halloween. I will be out trick-or-treating with the kids. I'll be probably wearing that mask as I go out. Also, you've got a video, so you don't need live stream. So it's all good. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon on the next one. So until then, stay safe, stay tuned, stay sick. A very frustrated Tin Man, out.